up, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Mafiora Malabana. If you don't know that already, thank you so much for tuning in, and a happy new year to everyone. This is my first proper video for the year, so I definitely want to wish you a happy new year, and I hope you guys have an amazing 2020. There's just so much positive energy in the air for this year, and like, guys, we're not gonna drop the ball. This year we're coming for everything. Everything. Repeat after me. We are coming for everything. Alright? Before I get into this video, as you can already tell by the title, it's a life update. I just wanted us, okay, you and me, to acknowledge that there's something different about this whole thing. There is a difference. We are not fighting with natural lighting anymore. Guys, we have elevated. I sat down and I had a meeting with God. And I was like, God, honestly, your lighting, I like it a lot. But you know, sometimes I get a God, you are God. Why get it? And you don't always give me the light I'm looking for, which is the sun, you know? So, for the days when it's raining, what must happen with your child? And he was like, Macon, I have you. I got you. Okay. He sorted me out. He blessed us with a wonderful company called Forge 97. And they were like, darling, here's a ring light, 18 inches. So thank you so much to Forge 97 for this wonderful ring light. It is absolutely amazing. I'm having so much fun, like trying it out and playing with it, exploring the different modes. My favorite one in particular is like the warm color, you know, because I feel like it just it does the most to my skin tone, you know what I mean? Absolutely love the sharp one as well. Right now I mixed the two, okay, because I did want a bit of brightness like from the cool light, and then I also wanted a bit of warmth, so I just mixed and played with the two. But yeah, like if you guys want any more details regarding this light, I will have an unboxing and review video sometime soon. Let me not give you a day and disappoint you, but soon enough, after I've edited and everything is sorted out, you guys will definitely get more information on this light. But for now, you can definitely head to the description box below. The link will be there. All the details regarding the lights will be there. The social media handles will be there, so you guys can just interact with Forge 97 and just get all the information that you need regarding the light. All right, so let's get into the video. Let us get into the video. I feel like you guys are aware that I hardly ever sit down with you guys and really interact with you, so you really figured out the things you know about me from the videos I posted, like the type of music I like from my music playlist. You guys knew that I was studying because I did some varsity content, and you know that I'm a spiritual person because I also touched on my faith here and there. So essentially I think that it was just, I needed like a proper place where I could really just sit down in a proper time. And I really was just also going through the most last year. I was not in a position to sit and talk to people like this and be happy and engage, and I definitely would not record a video if I was not in a good space. So because videos are supposed to be timeless, you know, as far as I understand, and I don't think I want to come back after 6 months and watch a video where I was sulking, where I was sad. Whereas, I mean, yeah, it's good to journey with people, but I prefer to come after I've overcome some things. But to be quite honest with you, the life update is really everything that transpired last year that motivated me to do what I'm doing this year. Okay, so 2019 was basically the stepping stone into who I'm going to become for the rest of my life, basically. So that is what the video is going to be about. And basically okay, so I'll just give you guys a slight background. I'll try and, like, I'm looking at the time, so I'm going to try and make it 1 minute, just giving you background so that you understand why I'm where I am. Okay, how do we start this? Okay, so I was somebody who grew up, I was the kid who you looked at and said, this one, she's gonna be like a star. I was that kid, you know. Everywhere where there was attention that needed to be given, I wanted to receive it. You know, where there were cameras, I wanted to be in front of them. Where there was music, I wanted to dance, you know. Where there was a script, I wanted to act it out. Like, I was just a creative growing up. I was someone who was into the arts and everything of that kind. So basically, how do I put this? Yeah, so I kind of like grew up loving the arts. I grew up loving performing for people, and just anything that had to do with me being creative. That was just my passion and the things that I loved growing up. However, it happens to a lot of people that when you grow up, you kind of become more of who you're socialized into, not necessarily who you are. So I grew up saying I want to be a doctor. I grew up saying, oh, I want to be in the health space. I just want to help people. So I knew myself as somebody who wanted to help people, but I also knew I was a creative person. But I could not mix the two because I don't think I ever knew that you could help people through creativity, or sometimes even just yourself. You know, it's very, like, art is very therapeutic. So any form of art, that is. So because of that, I think I just shied away from my true sense of self, and I moved into who I thought I'd be acceptable as. When I got to varsity, I felt like I had a sense of purpose. I was like, okay, I'm not going to do medicine because I grew up saying I want to be a doctor, but I was like, I could be a different type of doctor. Let me be a mental health doctor. So I said, I'm going to do psychology, and I said, I'm going to be, one day I'm going to have my PhD and I'm just going to be the doctor of psychology, you know, and I'm just going to have all these things like mapped out, figured out. I'm going to come up with like different intervention methods to like cure different things and treatments. And I was like hyped up, okay, when it comes to psychology, guys. Like, I had my life planned out to the T. I had my ducks in a row. Everything was good, okay. So fast forward to last year, which was my final year in psych. First semester I was still hyped up for psychology. However, psychology was not hyped up for me. Oh no, psychology came at me sideways, you guys. I felt very sick. I remember I went on holiday with my brother and my sister and my nieces, and I started like getting headaches, you know. But I thought, it's probably like, because I also was doing my assignment while I was on holiday. You know, when you're like of things you learn to multitask. So I was doing my assignment, but it turned out like right before I left for the holiday, I had actually gotten one of my marks back, and I was not happy with the mark, right? It wasn't a bad mark. Like, the reason why I was hard on myself was because I knew that if I wanted to do honors in psychology, it's very competitive. It's literally like applying for medicine in high school. Like, they only take the best of the best. So I needed to get unrealistic marks. So I feel like I was trying to control my environment so much. It stressed me out, but I didn't realize it because I thought I was on top of my game, you know? And also the schedule in that first semester was very hectic. Like, it was a very hectic semester for me. So I don't think I was coping as well as I thought I was. I thought I was handling it quite well because I am an efficient worker and I try and do my things ahead of time. But it turns out I wasn't doing all that well in terms of coping, you know. Yeah, so I went to the doctor after I fell sick a couple of times, and they told me that I had stress. I was like, honestly, I don't know what this guy's talking about, because Nandi writes, I don't have stress. I got everything worked out. But I guess I was in denial because I knew that life was stressing me out, but I didn't think it had sunk in. Like, I think it was the subconscious type of stress that your body also takes on, because you're not managing it well, you understand? So cool. A lot of different things started happening to my body. Like, it was headache. Next thing, there was balance issues as well. There was a lot of things, my speech, and that was also problematic. It increased too much stress because you'd find that it's when I have presentations, you know what I mean? Next thing, that's all fine, and then boom, like my what was happening again? Oh, I couldn't concentrate properly. I couldn't sleep at some point, and then other days, like, my gums would become really numb. Like, I remember my left side was very numb, so I couldn't like chew. I couldn't even speak properly because my tongue wouldn't even touch my teeth. Like, guys, Wait, thinking at this point someone's probably watching this like writing them down like, hey, let me diagnose this girl, she was going through the most. But now I was seeing flames. Do you hear me, guys? Like, and I was alone, so that was even the hardest part. Is like I was alone and I couldn't go home to have them take care of me because there was work to be done. I had a degree to finish and I was just like, listen, health, I see you you acting funny, but I have a degree to obtain, honey. So I pushed through, guys. Like I listen, when I had to cry, I cried. I sat in the dark some days and I was just like, whatever. Like at the end of the day, I did what I had to do. I ate my heart out. Some days I didn't eat at all. Like I went through it. I went through all I had to go through so that I could regain my strength and like get the thing done. So eventually I got everything done, and they even like had to take my wisdom teeth out because they thought that what was the initial issue, because I had a lot of teeth impacted and one of them was sitting on one of my nerves in my jaws. So they thought it's probably like sending the wrong signals to my brain or something or whatever. So yeah, but even after that, like I did get slight headaches again. So I figured my body's not taking the stress thing very well. And then I remember right before I got my wisdom teeth taken out, I went home a week before that. I remember in June after exams, I went home. I was like, thank God I'm done with the semester. The worst is over. I can probably now nurse my health, right? So I put my health second to my degree. Yes, I did that. I did that. I know. So, but I had to, so that I learned the lessons I learned. But when I went home, that's when God spoke to me, you know, through my parents and through spiritual parents and just through different people, close people, and just people around me. Like, you know, sometimes when the universe, I mean, when I say the universe, I'm really talking about God. I just interplay between the two. But, you know, sometimes when you are receiving signals and you know that there's a message trying to get to me, I was fighting that message, but because I think it was allowing me to come into terms with who I really am, which is a creative. But I was fighting to be in this health field, to be a psychologist, because it made sense. But going into the media field and going into communication, like, yes, it was, I knew that I'm good at it, I'm talented, I like speaking to people, I love the camera, all of those things, but I had made peace with the fact that I'm not qualified for that world. Like, it's too late. Like, in my head I was like, it's too late, you know, I'm already getting my qualification in something else. How am I now going to pierce into the media industry? Like, my mind was very closed, and I think also it was just fear and lack of confidence, really. But I really had to sit down and say, you know what, God, you are the one directing me in this path, and I know that it's you. I know this is how you speak. You've spoken to me like this before, and I know that this is you. So I'm not going to ignore your voice. It's okay. I will go with it. I will do what you tell me to do, even though I thought that part of my dream is over. Maybe it was something I had I dreamed for myself, but God didn't intend for me to have, you know, because sometimes we do have those, you know, where our will is not in line with God's will. So I thought my dream to be in the media space was that, but God said no, it was just not the right time. But now you're at a different space in your life where I feel you're ready to get into, okay, obviously he didn't say I feel, because God doesn't feel, he knows. But anyway, that's the point. But anyway, so God was just like, you're in the right space right now in your life to get into this field, in this industry, and I will equip you, I'll teach you all the things you need to know, and it's all just part of your story. And that's when my life kind of like turned around and everything just became very weird. So yeah, so basically my health became slightly better. The rest of the year it was still a bit shaky, but it's much better now, and my mental health and my physical health are so much better. I'm in a much better space. And in terms of school, the second semester, my last semester in varsity, was a bit if I would say I was demotivated, only because it's hard for me to pretend generally in life, with people, with myself, with anything. That also applies to my studies. So I was not very good at pretending to like what I was doing. I was demotivated with every assignment, but I did my work. I worked just as hard, but this time the drive wasn't there. And that's when I knew that no ways, like, I cannot do my honors in this course, because if this is how I feel now and I'm only left with one semester, what about all the other degrees I was trying to pursue, you know? I was like, you know what, this is not gonna work. I'm gonna push So I finished the degree, but I assure you, every day in class, I was thinking about YouTube, how I could expand my channel. I was thinking about I saw myself like producing films and like, man, just like basking in the industry that I want to work with behind the scenes, and just being a great writer, being a great producer. I was collecting Oscars. I was just preparing my speech. Like, guys, me, I was on top of the world. Meantime, I'm in class, I'm not paying attention, you know. So that's when I knew that I don't belong here. Like, and the thing is, I loved psychology. I love everything it taught me. I don't regret studying psychology because it's actually helping me now with the research that I'm doing for my honors. I realized the research interest I have, like the knowledge I have from psychology, could actually help me so much. So I don't regret studying psychology. And even with myself, it helped me understand myself better. It helped me understand the people around me better. And it taught me so much that I feel like is helping me now, you know, and has groomed me to be a much better person. So I appreciate psychology, really. Like, shout out to you, psych. It was good while it lasted. It really does have a lasting impact on me. But right now I am definitely in a different field in terms of my studies. Sort of related but not so related. I am doing my honors in communication theory. That is really just a testimony on its own because I took a risk applying for my honors. Remember, my major was psychology, so I qualified for things in that field more, maybe about social work, psychology, honors, all of those things. Communication and media were very specific in their requirements, but lucky for me, like I said, I did do communication as a minor. So every semester I did do at least 1 or 2 modules from communication, or courses or units, whatever you call it in university. So that helped with the credits, because I am a transferring student when you come from one varsity to the other. So they were able to credit me, you know, for honors, and that was really just a blessing on its own. I mean, it wasn't easy at all. I did feel like I made a mistake sometime in the beginning of the year. I was like, I should have just stuck to psychology because I don't know if this is really, maybe it wasn't God's voice, maybe I did that out of fear because I felt sick, and maybe that wasn't an awakening, maybe we were all just played, man. Like, we played ourselves, like, I don't know. And you tend to do that when you're facing trials. You tend to question God, and you question what he said and his word. Instead of questioning his word, I had to remind him of his word and his promises to me. And I said, listen, you promised me 1, 2, 3. You're the one that said I'm capable of 1, 2, 3. So you're gonna make it happen because you're my only hope, you know. So honestly, like, if things don't work out, like, we both gonna look bad. You know, and I know God is never gonna look bad because he's not a man that he should lie. So I had my hope in God because of that, and he came through for the girl. Like, it wasn't easy. I really thought I wouldn't make it into honors, especially in this field, because other schools hadn't taken me because of space, because of this, because of that. But I eventually got accepted, and yeah, like, in the end, this is my life. I am living out my purpose. So far, it's my 2nd week at school, and the only thing that's overwhelming for me really is just the environment, because I do come from a very quiet environment, and now here it's busy, there's people, there's life and all of that. But generally, I'm happy. I feel good, I feel happy, I feel content. I just know that I don't know what the future holds. I don't have, you know, plans for my future anymore, because I've realized that the secret to enjoying life is to just live life. Like, live it. Like, don't question everything. I'm not saying be careless, don't get me wrong. Like, yes, you have to plan the important things, and you know, but I just mean, like, things that are not within your control, leave them to God. He's the one who's in control, you know. And for me, it was just that I had to learn to, you know, sometimes when I'm in my dad's car and he's driving me somewhere or whatever, like, if I'm tired, when I can't keep my eyes open for that long, I fall asleep. And I don't sleep with one eye open, because I don't think my dad's gonna crash the car or something bad's gonna happen to me, because I trust my dad. You know, he's been driving me for years, like for all my life. So why would he let me down now? Why would he put my life in danger today, you know? And that type of stuff I would just sit and think, why can't we be like that with God? Why can't we sit in the passenger seat and let him drive? Like, just trust God. Treat it like a very long road trip of life. Like, just relax and sleep when you want to, wake up, change the radio station, just enjoy the ride, you know. Don't question, how are we gonna get there? Tell up petrol mudimu. Like, don't let God be God. Let go and let God. That is a real thing. As cliche as it sounds, it's a real thing, and I had to learn that. And personally, I'm happy. As someone who always planned every move, my life was scripted basically, but as someone who scripted her whole life, right now the script is writing itself and I'm enjoying every moment of it. And yeah, like I'm happy, guys. I'm happy, and I'm really glad that God, you know, woke me up in that moment. It might have seemed like I was taking a risk applying for the honors. It might have seemed like it was too late for me because of my self-doubt and everything, but he brought back my confidence, and I feel like I'm in my element every time I'm in class. I feel so confident. I feel like this is where I belong. Everything that has to do with communications, everything that has to do with media, creativity, it's me. It's where I belong, and that makes me like so content. So that is my life update for you guys. I hope that, you know, sharing my journey with you guys you know, helped someone out there, I don't know, learn something, realize something about their dreams and their careers, or just trusting God and believing in yourself, guys. I just want you to know that God will not give you a vision, and he won't put something in your heart if it wasn't meant for you. You know, we're not the same, and don't ever think that there's too much of anything. Like, there can never be enough anything, and even if there is more than enough, it's not really more than enough. I mean, there are so many mothers in the world, so are you not gonna have children because everyone is a mother? That's not how it works. Like, if you want to be a mom, be a mom. So if you want to be a chef, be a chef. You want to be an actress, be an actress. You want to be an engineer, be an engineer. Be whatever you want to be. Like, the world is really your oyster, guys. So yeah, believe in yourselves, guys. Trust in God, and definitely tell him what you want, and be very specific. And I tell you, God listens. He really does listen. But the most important thing for us to do is to really just pace ourselves and to not rush God, because for some people it takes 10 years, for others it takes 50, for others it takes 2 months. But let's not rush God. Let's not rush ourselves. Enjoy the journey. Imagine it as a book of your life that's being written. Don't rush the chapters, don't rush the pages. Let the story play itself properly, and so that people can enjoy, you know, watching and reading, and yeah, like just journeying with you. So yeah, guys, like that is really just my message for you guys today. This video was longer than I anticipated, but I feel like everything I said, I had to say it and I wanted to say it, so I'm really sorry for the length. But moving forward, I really want to make my videos shorter, concise, okay, to the T. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really do hope that somebody was inspired, or was educated or entertained, I guess. That also counts, because that really is the goal of this channel. It's to inspire, it's to educate, and to entertain. And I can't wait to give you guys more content. Definitely do engage with me on my social media, Instagram and Twitter, mk_ramal. And also in the comment section, let me know the type of content you guys want me to do, the things you want me to talk about. It doesn't always have to be sit down videos. It can be anything, any kind of interactive content that you guys wish to see on my channel. Let me know, and I will definitely deliver that to you. Have a great day, have a blessed week, have a blessed month, have a blessed year. In the next video.